Hey there. Hope you have the time to listen. Sorry, I just can't help myself. Fate just dropped off her notes on the next profile. So let's see if it's a good one. Oh, it's time to tell the tale of our lovely Selkie girl. Hers is both a simple and sweet story that's sure to make you smile. Name, Kairi Vapor. Race, Selkie. Sex, female. Age, 15. Height, average. Shape, sporty. Magic class, none. Occupation, surf and turf sporting gear store, cashier. Affiliation, swim team, vice captain. Gaming club. Family, Hector Vapor, father. Silver Vapor, mother, deceased. Relationships, Theodore Shire, boyfriend. Henry Trexstone, best friend. Meryl Ironwood, confidant. Background, Kairi was born in Fair Silver as a healthy baby girl with enough magic to be an awakened human from birth, making her stronger and healthier than most normal humans. Unfortunately, her mother only got to hold her once. She died from complications due to the birth. Comforted by the knowledge that her daughter was strong enough to face the world she was leaving behind, grief hit Kairi's father hard, and he quickly found the home they had created together unbearable. He decided they needed a fresh start, so he moved them to Iron Cove, a seaside town and her mother's birthplace. Kairi grew up surrounded by undersea folk who made their homes both on land and in the deep water. She easily fell in love with the ocean, wanting his daughter to be ready for the legacy she would one day inherit. Her father enrolled her in classes to prepare her to receive her mother's Selkie skin. When Kairi was 8, her aunt on her mother's side begged her father to take over her sporting goods shop near the Fair Silver beach so she could return to the undersea permanently. Knowing how important those choices were to Selkies, he gladly agreed. They moved back to Fair Silver, and her father took over the surf and turf sporting goods shop. As Kairi grew older, she began helping around the store. Through the shop, she met Meryl Ironwood, a beaver sea witch, and Meryl's assistant, Pico Opal, an otter. The three became fast friends and often played together on the beach during slow hours at the shop. When Kairi turned 10, her father gave her her mother's skin as a birthday present, telling her she was finally ready for the responsibility. Upon donning it, Kairi became a full Selkie and began attending Selkie celebrations on the beach at night. At one of these celebrations, when she was 12, she met Henry Trexstone, a fellow Selkie. She found his bluntness refreshing and his honesty a reliable rock in her often wild new life. After seeing her excellent swimming skills, honed by a childhood in Iron Cove's turbulent waves, he encouraged her to join the school's swim team. Surprised she hadn't thought of it herself, she gladly agreed, especially after learning Henry was the captain. 2 years into her time on the team, Theodore Shire joined. She found him enchanting, and he clearly fell for her just as quickly. The two started dating, and Kairi became one of the few things that could pull Theo away from his introverted solitude. Nowadays, Kairi still helps her father with the shop, and the two of them live in the apartment above it. Meryl and Pico often stop by to lend a hand or drag her off on beach adventures. She now serves as vice captain of the swim team, with a passion for the sport that rivals even Henry's. Even with all of this, she always makes time for quiet nights with Theo. Her life is not big or flashy, but it fits her perfectly. Personality. Kairi is naturally shy, especially around new people or big crowds. But she warms up quickly once she feels safe. Her curiosity pulls her past her nerves. She loves asking questions, poking at new ideas, and exploring every corner of the shoreline and undersea. With people she's close to, she is openly cuddly and tactile, happy to curl up under a blanket with Theo or flop against Henry's shoulder after a long practice. She has a playful streak that comes out as teasing races in the surf, silly dares from Meryl and Pico, and in-game banter with the gaming club. Years of swimming and growing up between Iron Cove and Fair Silver have made her quietly confident in her athleticism, and in the water she's braver and bolder than she ever feels on land. Appearance. Kairi is a 15-year-old girl of average height with a naturally sporty build shaped by years of swimming. She has copper penny hair that catches warm light in the sun and bright purple eyes that seem even more vivid when she is excited or curious. Her clothing style is loose and breezy, favoring light layers, shorts, and easy tops that can go straight from the shop counter to the shoreline. She is almost never without her mother's Selkie skin, carrying it with her at all times as the core of her identity as a Selkie. Abilities. Cove Heart Tides. Kairi has built incredible swimming endurance from years spent in the turbulent oceans around Iron Cove and from steady team practices back in Fair Silver, always urging her body to stay in the water for one more minute. She can hold a strong, steady pace for much longer than most swimmers her age, letting her outlast opponents in long races and recover quickly between events. She uses this both in organized meets and when she is ranging farther along the shoreline than the rest of the team, acting as a reliable partner in deeper or rougher water. Break-step rhythm. Kairi has developed exceptional balance and footing from years of scrambling over the jagged rocks and slick tide pools around Iron Cove and learning how to stay upright in shifting waves. She can adjust her stance and center of gravity quickly on wet or unstable surfaces. Whether she is moving along a crowded pool deck, standing on a rocking dock, or riding a board through uneven surf, she uses this to stay safe in rough conditions, to push herself further with her surfing, and to act as a steady anchor for friends who are less sure on their feet. Second whistle. Kairi grew into her vice-captain role over several seasons on the swim team. As coaches and teammates learned they could depend on her to stay calm and focused even when races went badly or practices got tense. She has a knack for noticing when someone on the team is overwhelmed or losing focus and can redirect them with a calm word, a silly comment, or just being a solid presence in the next lane. She uses this to keep practices from boiling over into drama, to support newer swimmers at their first meets, and to back up the captain when tough calls have to be made during races. That's it for Curious Kairi. She's such a sweetie, how can you not love her? Please come back anytime and I'll tell you about more amazing people in this world of ours.